Past lives. Should you watch it? Yes. I have to preface that I may not have a bunch of things to say, but there were two main aspects I really loved that cemented this film as my favorite. But I can't dive into those without spoiling the film, so I'll try my best to keep them minimal. The premise is in Korea, there were two childhood friends, Na-young and Hae-sung, who liked each other. Unfortunately, Na-young was forced to immigrate to Canada, causing both of them to lose contact. 12 years later, the two reconnect. This whole thing is pretty similar to 5 centimeters per second, if you ask me. Right off the bat, the majority of the info is shown simply by how the characters interact. It doesn't spoon-feed us information, but instead relies on small things, like body language or how the cinematography frames the characters. One example, the poster. You're gonna see plenty of long scenes that just show the two characters stare at each other. After 12 years, Hae-sung and Na-young, now going by Nora, try to maintain a long-distance relationship that unfortunately falls apart. 12 more years pass, and Nora, now married to a guy named Arthur, reconnects with Hae-sung again, and this leads to a tiresome trope, the love triangle. Okay, take a guess. What do you think happens next? Trick question, it's none of these. The entire love triangle drama is played completely straight. There's no forced conflict with anybody. Nora and Hae-sung talk everything out, and he even makes peace with Arthur. Everybody just accepts what happened. Throughout the film, Hae-sung and Nora constantly talk about scenarios like, what if they stayed together? Or what if she didn't move in the first place? But eventually they realize that it really doesn't matter, and they mutually part ways for good this time. I really dig this because I've seen a few too many bad TV shows that have forced love triangles. So it's refreshing to see a story that just tackled things like adults. So why did I put this as my movie of the year? Well, it's because it's a story that should have been complex, made simple. And that's just about it. This might sound disappointing, but sometimes all I need is just a simple story. This wasn't exactly a long movie, but it still had plenty to say. And remember how I said I may not have a bunch of things to say? That's because those 2 points were all I needed to love this film. I guess the point I'm trying to get across is sometimes less is more.